I definitely wished somebody told me things I'm about to tell you guys. If at all you're willing to save yourself from unnecessary mistakes, then let's talk. Hi B, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I definitely wished somebody told me things I'm about to tell you guys. Now, it doesn't matter if you were not a law student, maybe your parents, maybe your relation are aspiring, or you are aspiring to study law. This video is for you. One thing that happens in your year one is that you tend to give priority to your law courses. It's not bad, it's not a wrong thing. The only thing I'm trying to tell you is that do not put more importance to law courses. Also give the same energy to other courses, because other courses matter. No matter how irrelevant you think the course is, at the end of the day they are adding up to your GP. And aside from that, there are actually courses that have done so far that they said it was 0 credit unit, so you must pass it regardless. So do not look down on any course. You don't know what part of the country you'll be studying. Let's say you just got into the university. In your 100 level, you're going to face a lot of new courses: literature, mass comm, economics. Then you now have your main law courses. In my year one, I did logic and legal method, then GS. We did those courses that I just mentioned now. Another thing that I would really want you to focus on is your quiz. God, if anybody at my beginning level in my year one or year two told me the importance of quizzes, like, you know, that 20 marks and you'll be there thinking of, don't worry, in exam I'm going to kill it. I'm about to kill it. Okay. Do not belittle your quiz. Like, I'm using anything that you're serving to beg you. Do not even for anything belittle your quiz. Those 25 marks really matter. Now imagine in exam, the total score for exam is 70. Rarely can anybody make 70 over 70 in law. Rarely. But let's say that you're boasting of making 70. Let's say that you're so good that you now make a 68. You're marked absent from your quiz. Even though you're still going to fall in B, you would have gotten an A if you did not play with your quiz. Quiz is 25 marks, yeah? Anything that you want to do, just battle for 18. And so by the time you're battling for 70 marks in the exam and you already made a good impression in your quiz, you are done. Like, you know that you're set for sure. So do not take your quizzes for granted, because that's also one mistake that I made. I was always like, don't worry, like, what is quiz? Quiz is just a way of upscaling you. Now the beginning of your failure will start with quiz. So take your quizzes importantly. Do not join the gang of these people that will say, oh, I'll make it up in exam. If they say quiz, please read up for your quiz and read up very well. This point I'm about to make is something that is very popular. Everybody says it. Lawyers read. It wasn't a lie, honestly. Now, I'm not saying you should be that overzealous person who is reading 10 hours a day. If you can, please do. But I'm just telling you to start from the beginning to build your reading routine, to build a reading habit of some sort. Even if it's 2 hours daily. Actually, 2 hours is small. 2 hours daily, 4 hours daily, 3 hours daily, depending on your reading type and the rest. The most important thing is that you actually develop a reading habit. And please read well. One beautiful thing about law is that you would jam it in other levels. And aside from meeting them in other levels, I know some people will say, maybe if I now meet it in 300 level or 200 level, I'll catch up. But it does not change the fact that if you read and read well, other things become very easy for you. If you get to a level and you see that topic again or that subject again, it becomes a revision for you other than starting from the beginning. Did I make this mistake? Yes. And at that point in time, what I was doing, me, I'm not even going to lie, if every lecturer had like two topics, I'll just pick one and read. God help you, the one that you read did not come out. Hello. So because of that, you would miss some subjects, you would miss some topics. The topics that was taught in year 2 was motions, right? And lo and behold, today in class, the lecturer asked what is motion, and I didn't know what clinical legal education was about. But the fact that I can recall what I studied in my year 2, my brain at that point was not tabula rasa. I did not open my book at that point. So that is what reading would help you do, and reading well will help you do. So things were just folding in my eyes today in class, and I was like, it would be such a displeasure that I would have this knowledge and I'm not sharing it with my people. Thing that I would advise you to do as a law student, even if you're anticipating or you've gotten admission or you're in a 200 level upwards, is please participate in LOSA chamber, participate in it. Now for me, I'm not even going to lie, I did not. Why? Because the chancellor of your chamber is going to select anybody. He will first select those people that he's close with, you understand? So that's how I felt, and because I felt that way, I let my feelings take over and eventually did not participate in any chamber activities. Actually, I did, but I did not participate fully because I was not really understanding what was going on. The thing is realizing that please be active in your chamber. Now what that would do for you is that practicing in your chamber is like a practical experiment of your theory in classes. Now when they are talking of moving motions, when they are talking of readings, when they are talking of whatever it is, after the classes you go and practice in your mute court or wherever you're going to be practicing in. Then if at all you have the problem that I have, maybe you're not sociable, it's not compulsory that you're active in your chamber. There are other chambers. Volunteer, say, oh, I want to participate. Don't shy away. Shying away would never help you, would not do anything for you. Instead you'll be losing. Recently in this final year yesterday, because I told you guys that I really had the inspiration of doing this video in class. Those people who were practicing, they were easily acquainted with whatever the lecturer was saying. They were answering questions, why this, why that. You have to make the best use of whatever opportunity you're getting. So please be active in your chamber. So with that being said, I wish somebody also told me to socialize. It doesn't matter if you're a shy person. Honestly, it does matter, because being a shy person limits you to some certain extent. You're introverted, you don't want people in your space. But the advice I'll give you as a law student is that you don't need to carry that attitude. See, your practice and everything would require you to talk to a lot of people. It requires you to develop your social skills, your communication skills. So no matter how introverted you are, I just believe and I'm advising that you work on yourself. Do not shy away. Sometimes be the first to approach somebody. Understand that you may be telling yourself, why should I always be the first person? But you are the person that knows what you want. It's not going to be something easy to do, but be intentional about it. And you can start with neighbors, with your seatmates in class. Don't be that person that if you come to school you will keep your face, or people even scared to approach you if they want to. I'm not telling you to be very accessible or be a busybody that always does not mind the person's business, but I'm telling you to develop your social skill. Now, when I say socialize, I'm not saying socialize with only your classmates. I had a colleague that time, I think his name was Damizi. Damizi will tell you, see, it's not your fellow law students that are going to give you an opportunity or are going to be your clients rather when you graduate. It is your friends in other faculties. Have friends outside the faculties. And this was also leading to my fourth point. As you're seeing in this video, everything is intertwined to the other. Outside of a law organization, join a non-law organization. In the law faculty, we have different chambers according to the university that you're going to enter. For mine, we have Veritas, Probity, Vibrant, Liberty, Justice. I think there's 5 chambers. There are other clubs in law, International Law Club, Tax Club, Gewano Club. There are so many. What I'm trying to tell you, in as much as you're going to be active in law faculties clubs, I want you to look for another organization that is diverse in career, that has doctors, lawyers, pharmacists, fashion designers, musicians, and join that club. I would recommend JCI, Junior Chamber International, because I'm an active member of Junior Chamber International. Is it only Junior Chamber International? No, there is BBHF, Blessed to Bless Hands Foundation, there is Rotract, there is Red Cross. You know, all those other organizations to give you exposure. Exposure in the sense that you are not only learning things that happen in your line, in your field of study, but you are going to meet people of diverse careers, people who would help build you as well. You are like opening the gates of opportunities that you have. I'm telling you this so that you become an all-rounder during the period of your study and outside your study, because the truth of the matter is that life will always happen. It's not compulsory that you would eventually practice law, so you always have to have a plan B, a plan D also. And what is going to give you this leverage in non-governmental organizations or other organizations outside of law would also help boost your experience. And I don't think there's anywhere that JCI will be in your application and you'll be denied a job. It is that good. So you have to start broadening your opportunity. So with that being said, I think I have said everything I had in mind and wished somebody told me. But the bonus tip I'm going to be giving in this video is specifically for those people who are freshly going to enter into the university as law students. Please do not rush anything. Do not rush your registration. Do not rush anything. Take your time and do whatever you do, but make sure you meet up with deadlines. Why I'm saying this is that you're not the only fresher that is going to be in the university at the time of admission. In fact, my own experience was bloody. If you would want to hear the story, you can tell me and I'll give you a story time. And with time in the university, I just got to realize that you're rushing over something. University is going to teach you how to calm down. Like, who told me? You must not be the first tenth of people to do that. If you can, fine, but wait, chill.
Relax.
4 weeks, even maybe before exams start, you go in, walk majestically, enter inside your clearance, this thing, come out with peace. Don't even be stressing yourself for clearance, because clearance is normally very stressful to meet the deadline. But do not be so fast and do not be so slow. Always try to seek a balance. I'm going to give a general advice, not just as a law student. The honest truth is that the university is not somewhere you should be a naive or timid person, because a lot of things happen. You're going to be surrounded by people in your lodge, people in your hostel, people from different places, people from different backgrounds. So it's very necessary that you really ask God for the spirit of discernment, ask for his protection, ask for his mercy. you're not going to be surrounded by law students. Even in the midst of law students, yes, we are wearing black and white, we are always called the law, we are always perceived to have a sense of justice, but it does not change the fact that we were first human beings before we became law students, right? So a lot of things are going to happen, and you need, honestly, the spirit of discernment so that you do not fall into situations you wouldn't have fallen into ordinarily. I don't know, you get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tell me in the comment section. Tell me I get. Type down I get what you're saying. Do not be naive. Be in the right places. Set healthy boundaries for yourself that protect yourself, especially for the girls, for my girlies who are watching this. I don't know, I'm not a guy, so me, I don't really know what's up with guys, but I'm very aware and conscious of where I am and where I go to, because first of all, I'm a girl and I'm vulnerable. So do not put yourself in a situation that will lead you to be vulnerable. This is why it's very important to know the kind of people you roll with. And how did I even miss to put the importance of friends? It's always said that in your first year is the easiest time to build a beautiful GP. As you're going further, it's getting more difficult. Yeah, so the other issue is that if you have a goal, you should find people who align with your goals. If you find people who are smart and they are reading and you're busy there you'll be compelled to read. And if you're not motivated to read at the point, you look somehow for not reading. James Clear, in his book, not only James Clear, also John C. Maxwell, states the importance of how our environment influences us. I hope that this video has given you so much impact. I hope that you're not more confused. I hope that I've set a ground. I said it in the beginning of this video that my own is not to come here and tell you obey rules, obey this, or tell you heaven and earth. I feel these 5 things I've told you is something that can set you in a path you should go as a law student, as an aspiring law student. Also feel very free to ask me any questions you have, and I'll be available to answer them if I have answers to them. And if you also want this to be a series, you can also tell me in the comment section. Feel free. I really want to talk to you guys. Yeah, and we've come to the end of this video. Thank you very much. See you in my next video.